Lala Hardyal's ideology is not limited to one particular person or one particular ideology. He learned from so many people. Karl Marx, Mazzini, right? Even Bucchini. So many people, they were his ideals. And his teachings are a combination of many ideologies. He was not a simple person, he was an educated person. As you rightly said, he did BA, MA in Sanskrit from St. Stephen's and then of course to Punjab University. But then the book he wrote was taken up in University of London for PhD thesis. That means his ideas must be novel, must be innovative. That is why the University of London took it as a book which was recommended for PhD thesis. So, a simple Sanskrit scholar getting himself converted into a top Indian revolutionary who in fact coordinated and controlled the Indian independence movement outside India. He of course was a protege of Lala Lajpat Rai, but at the same time he had inherent human qualities. Like you rightly pointed out that he was laborious. Yes, he was laborious. Laborious to the extent that if you give him a Shakespeare novel one day before, he could make a complete presentation next day on the top. So laborious was he. And starting from Cheerkhana of behind Shishganj, Delhi to so many countries, it is not easy. Even if today we have to go to some other country, it is not that a joke if we have to settle there. Coming from such a small background with teachings only in Sanskrit, and then going to the Western countries about which he knew nothing. Even the language was a barrier, and then he worked hard to learn, as you rightly pointed out, 13 or 16 languages of the world. So that is the kind of labor he has put in. And the second most important thing about Lala Hardyal is that he was an independent thinker. And what we are in a tribute paying to him, that we are just telling the people whatever is written in Wikipedia about a person who is totally an independent thinker. So what we learn from him is that we also must think independently. We must think innovatively. We must think in a novel fashion. That is the major message we learn from Lala Hardyal. And as teachers in the university, if we do not have an independent thought process, if we are just believing in copying and pasting, I think our job is not served. Believe me, if you will try to develop yourself by way of independent and innovative thinking, your life will change as it got changed in the case of Lala Hardyal. The third most important thing we learn from is the simplicity. Like you rightly pointed out that he ate only boiled grains and potatoes. Very difficult to survive. But he showed it to the world that if you are fighting for the independence of your country, you have to be very simple in nature. You cannot spend money like our politicians are spending nowadays. See, without any facilities, without any support, without anything as far as infrastructure was concerned, this man went out to fight the Britishers in their own motherland, where he helped Shri Ram Kishanji Verma in establishing India House. India House was a home to the students going from India to study in England. And India House had in fact produced lot many revolutionaries, including Madanlal Dhingra. So he was one such, I will say, not a teacher, but a philosopher, a mentor and a guide to so many Indian revolutionaries. Then not only India House, his major contribution was in forming the Gadar party along with Bhai Parmanand. This is where his major contribution is, that in Second World War, when these people, they supported Germany and they wanted to root out Britishers from India, the Gadar party played a very independent role. In fact, believe me, if you ask me, Gadar party set the center stage for the Mahatma Gandhi to come in and take on the independence movement later on. It was because of the efforts of the Gadar party that an environment was created in India whereby people thought of independence. Prior to that, after 1857, nobody had thought of India being independent. They thought that our fate is that hum pradhin hai, pradhin rahenge, pradhin marenge. Nobody thought of independence. But with the efforts of like Bhai Parmanand, Lala Hardayal, Hanumantaji, Shri Kishan Verma, Bikaji Kama, who organized Indians outside India. It was in Paris, it was in London, it was in California, it was in Venezuela, it was in Canada, Toronto, everywhere. The people, they rose up and they motivated the Indians to fight for the independence. And he lived the life of a saint, he lived the life of a rishi. He, in fact, in a city like California, he went to a beach and stayed in a cave there without eating food for so many days. He was a proficient scholar in Buddhism. Arya Samaj was, of course, his main strength. But he went on to teach people on Bodhism and Buddhism. And he gave a new definition of Buddhism which is relevant even today. And then what we learn from these people is that our national character is even more important than the individual character. What happened in Haryana? Because we lacked in national character. We had not trained our students to be nationalists. Had they some thought of nationalism in them, the property would not have been looted and booted like this. You see, such kind of unrest is bound to be in India in years to come. This is one such example. Many more are going to follow, not only in Haryana, in many more states also. In fact, if you ask me, I'll predict we are heading for a civil war. But who will save us from such a crisis? We can only be saved from such a crisis if we not only have a national character, but we inculcate amongst the students the national character. National character is still more important. And that is what Hardayal quoted Madanlal Dhingra saying, कि मेरे राष्ट्र का अपमान मेरे परमात्मा का अपमान है जिसे मैं सह नहीं सकता. हम किसी भी भगवान में विश्वास करें, हमारा राष्ट्र उस भगवान के इक्विवेलेंट होना चाहिए. और यदि ऐसा नहीं होता तो इन सब की शहादतें बेकार. And it was Lala Hardayal who masterminded the bombing on the Viceroy when the capital was being shifted from Calcutta to Delhi. Vasant Kumar Viswas, Khudiram Bose, Ras Bihari Bose, Ram Prasad Bismil, Ashfaqullah Khan, Chandrasekhar Azad, even Bhagat Singh, they all were motivated by Lala Hardayal. He was in fact the man behind formation of Hindustan Republican Army, which later Bhagat Singh converted into Hindustan Socialist Republic Army. And he was the man behind creation of funds for the revolutionaries. He is one such person whom we have forgotten, but his contribution is much bigger. He has almost an equal contribution. As we remember Lala Lajpat Rai, so is Lala Hardayal, so is Lala Hanumanta Sahai, so is the role of people like Ras Bihari Bose, Shachindra Nath, and Jatin Mukherjee, Jatin Baga, so many people. They fought for our independence movement, but they were all motivated by people like Hardayal. He was a mentor, he was a guide. And Kartar Singh Saraba, even Bhagat Singh, they all derived their motivation from a scholar, I'll say. You see, today we have Sanskrit scholars who believe in only complaints. While Sanskrit can bring a revolution in this country. You see, people like Max Muller, they learned Sanskrit. America is spending almost 17,000 crore dollars for the translation of Sanskrit literature which we have with us. This Sanskrit literature must be taught, this is the message of Lala Hardayal, must be taught to our younger generations. Because from there we derive our inspiration. And believe me, Einstein, Edison, Planck, they all read our Vedic literature. They all learned Sanskrit in their end days. And then they went on to revolutionize this world. The onus more and more lies on the people teaching Sanskrit literature. This is the message from Lala Hardayal. People teaching Hindi literature, message from Lala Hardayal. He says, you can only form your national character by using of your national language, by taking pride in using your national language. So Lala Hardayal को सच्ची श्रद्धांजलि हम तभी देंगे जब लाला हरदयाल के जीवन का एक भी शब्द यदि हम अपने जीवन में अनुसरण करेंगे. He believed in anarchism. Anarchism means a society which is independent to take its own decision. But I believe in years to come it may be applicable to India. But right now, what we understand, the language, even after 65 years of our independence, is the language of stick. Because we have been accustomed and attuned to the language of stick for the last more than 1,000 years. It will take time to come out. But India is coming out. India is coming out with force. India is coming out with full enthusiasm and full vigor. So, India is becoming vibrant. और probably लाला हरदयाल के जीवन से हम ये भी सीखते हैं कि हम आपस में कम्युनल हार्मनी को कैसे बनाए रखें. और जब देश कॉम्बिनेशन में उठता, जब हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई का कोई फर्क नहीं रह जाता, तभी बड़ी बड़ी ताकतों से जूझा जा सकता. अन्यथा यदि हम आपस में लड़ते रहे तो वो दिन दूर नहीं जब भारत पुनः पराधीन होगा. अगर भारत पराधीन हुआ, पहले हुआ था, तो उसका कारण एक ही था कि इस देश में कई जयचंद थे, इस देश में कई मीर जाफर थे. हमें इन जयचंदों और मीर जाफरों की आज भी कोई कमी नहीं है. उनसे सावधान रहते हुए अपने प्रदेश और अपने देश को आगे बढ़ाना है। अफवाहों में नहीं जाना, र्यूमर्स में नहीं जाना, अपने मन के विवेक से कार्य करना और इस विवेक से कार्य करते हुए अपने देश की प्रगति के लिए कार्य करना, ये शायद लाला हरदयाल के जीवन से हम अच्छी सीख सकते हैं। और अंत में, चाहा नहीं मैं सुरबाला के गहनों में गूथा जाऊं, चाहा नहीं मैं प्रेमी की माला बन प्यारी को ललचाऊं, चाहा नहीं मैं देवों के सर चढ़ भाग्य पर इठलाऊं, चाहा नहीं मैं राजा के शव पर ए हरि डाला जाऊं, मुझे तोड़ लेना वनमाली, उस पथ पर तुम देना फेंक, मातृभूमि पर शीश चढ़ाने जिस पथ जाते हरदयाल ने